Hi guys, and we are going to learn facts about the space encyclopedia. How cool would that be? Anyway, we'll do it in parts because as it's a long fact book. Anyway, let's start it off. We'll do 5. Okay, what is in space? Space holds very many secrets. It contains places where humans belong, can be stretched into spaghetti shapes or boiled frozen solid. That's why astronauts wear protective clothing in space. Welcome to mysterious and endlessly fascinating world. What is in space? When people think of space, they think of weightlessness. Everything floats as there's no gravity. Nothing rests. Vast areas of space are completely empty. Stars. Every star is a burning ball of gas. Our sun is a star. Astronauts line people who explore the world beyond our Earth. Rockets and satellites are what scientists use to explore space. Silence. There is no air in space, so there is absolutely no sound. A nebula is a cloud of dust and gas in space. The helix nebula is about 700 light years away, as seen from NASA's Splitter Space Telescope. How old is the universe? And this is it's this page what we're looking at. It's the first page. So, yeah, let's read the next page, what comes with it. Okay, why is space so dark? Space is black because there's nothing there to reflect light from space. Earth looks lit because the light from the sun reflects off sea and land particles in our atmosphere. American astronaut Michael Gernhardt went to space on 4 separate space missions and spent more than 23 hours walking around in space. What's in space? Cosmos. Look through the what in space section, and you can identify these pictures below. And I'm not going to tell you the answers, but you guys, could you tell me what these things are? Just leave a comment and tell me it. And also remember to subscribe. It's not the end of the video yet. I know I usually say at the end of the video, but anyway, let's read more. Oh, we've become an expert. Searching for a star. Blah, blah. No, not blah, blah, blah. That just won't be good. But on searching for a star, 48 to 49 live in space. Pages 40 to 41. Ooh, there's this thing what they put. There's this thing that they put upside down. But I just found it. It's here. Here, if you guys can read it. Anyway, I'll tell you what it says. Experts just believe that it's just under 14 billion light years old. Wow. If that's the answer to the one here, it's the answer. They put it upside down because it's the answer. Anyway, where does space begin? Earth is a cold, thin layer of gases. The atmosphere outside the atmosphere is space. There's no air to breathe or allow wings to fly. And that's where nobody can hear you scream. fading away. Our atmosphere does not just end simply, it fades gradually into space. View from rear. Photograph from the American shuttle Lattice, the Russian mid-air station once hovered above the Earth's atmosphere. The ecosphere is an outer layer of the atmosphere. 10,000 kilometers, 10,000 kilometers, 6,000 miles above the ground. From here, lighter gases drift into the space beyond. The full atmosphere reaches way more than 700 kilometers, over 400 miles above Earth. The polar lights, the Aurora Borealis in the north, and the atmosphere south glow in the atmosphere. Most experts agree that space begins at 100 kilometers, and this is what it is in miles. It is 63 miles above the ground. Past this, our imagination is knocked down to scale. In turn, the mesosphere extends to about 85 kilometers, 53 miles above the ground. The air is thin here, but it's still thick enough to slow meteorites down. The snow atmosphere rises about 50 kilometers, 31 miles above the Earth. Planes curve to the upper atmosphere or the lowest above the clouds. The full atmosphere is then 6 and 20 kilometers, 3.25, 12 miles above the ground, and 3.5 miles above 12 miles above the ground. All of our weather takes place in the full atmosphere. Anyway, here's the picture. If you want to know, it's right here. If you want to know it. Anyway, guys. Oh, this is a really funny thing. If you could drive a car straight up, it would take only an hour to reach space. How cool is that? Again, a European satellite due for launch in 2011. Slipping through air. A spacecraft has been streamlined to move easily and safely through the air when necessary. An extra part called the fairing is added to achieve its effect. The nose cone is fairing. Okay, I didn't know that. After the space shuttle, the orbiter, fuel tank, and the rocket boosters are steam lifted for liftoff. Space satellite. Up in space, satellites can be any shape at all. They don't need to be steam lifted because there's no air there. An American Space Emergency, NASA, awards the astronaut wings to service. A bonus, and the civilians have flown more than 80 kilometers, 50 miles above the Earth's surface, shown that the civilians astronauts win. Let's just skip this. Let's just skip this bit. Let's just skip this bit. We'll read the rest of this page and all of this, and then it'll be the end of the video. Sorry if it's too long. I don't mean to make it too long, but let's skip the stargazers. Weird but true. Gallows destroyers were not welcomed by the church in the 17th century Italy, and he spent the last few years his life under a house arrest. Before the telescope, people were shocked when the Polish astronaut similar struggle is that it's just another planet, and orbit went round, and they had believed Earth was the centre of the universe. Saturn, as he sketched by Gilo, he thought that Saturn rings were 2 moons or is. Guess what I can see? The Italian astronaut Gallo built a simple telescope in 1609, and he proved that Simmons had been right. He has discovered Venus and faces like a moon. He saw Jupiter's moon and spot mountains on our moon. Hubble has taken incredible detailed images such as a death of a star. Dun 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 dun. Anyway, a Hubble 20th century telescope. An astronaut for sending. No, let's not do the thing. The Hubble is monitored by the flight operations team fought at Gallager's space flight in the center of Greenbelt, Maryland, USA. The team used computers to constantly check if the running well. The Hubble is the size of the school bus. An eye in space. Now you have telescopes in space, most famously the Hubble Space Telescope, HAST, which floats 600 kilometers, 375 miles above Earth's surface. It is operated by remote control from Earth. Who invented the first telescope? Many people credit Spetterham's Liberty with their invention in 1908. And that's the end of the video. I'm sorry about if it's too long, but anyway, bye guys. See you in part 2.